Okay, we are doing our fourth quarter reading here, fourth lunar quarter. So, the reading for the next week or so, as far as what the moon is bringing to us. So, the Lenormand, we get the mountain, the child, and the snake. And together, it basically shows a distrustful and sad child spreading lies. That's interesting. I mean, in personal lives, that'll show up a certain way. On the global scale, there probably is some lie spreading right about now. And it's interesting if we look at this globally and politically or whatever. So the child would be a young group, right? Or an organization or like a country that is young and hasn't been around that long. But here, whatever this is referring to is basically sad and dishonest and is spreading lies. So let's see what the Deviant Moon has to say about all of this. Monkey Flip 22. There's our random word and number. All right, root card of the Six of Cups. Reverse page of Swords. And we're just going to put one on either side here. Okay, so first we're going to look at the Six of Cups. And this is about emotional connections to things that happened in the past and how we like to relive old stories, and also how those old stories are probably mostly bullshit, but that's what we got there. But it is like warm and fuzzy emotional connections to something that happened in the past that we probably don't remember clearly, as is shown in this good versus evil thing that happens in the puppet show. And we know that nothing in the world is that simple. And that is just a distortion that time and emotion does to memories. So our main card is the Page of Swords reversed. And the Page of Swords, again, we do have a child, like in the Lenormand, but the Page of Swords is very good at tuning into and seeing a very specific thing. Um, the Page of Swords reversed is basically when you're tuning in to see something that is negative. Like the Page of Swords, if they want to study something new, let's say that suddenly they want to study butterflies or spiders, suddenly they would see all of them everywhere. Oh, I never knew how many spiders there were here, or whatever, you know? I mean, they'd be all about the spiders or butterflies. Now, when this thing is upside down, this is usually more about specifically seeing something negative. Like, if you look for success, you will see it. If you look for defeat and bullshit, you will see it all day. So that's what we have here. And when we look back at what the Page of Swords is kind of tuning into, we have the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is the impulsive charge. The Knight of Wands it's also the impulsive journey. So here we have sort of being fixated on impulse. Now, this is pretty easy to read when we look at global stuff, because this would be a specific fixation on, an impulsive charge. Now, here the back is turned to what shows up in the three, and the three of cups. It's a popular card lately, but the Three of Cups is us basically celebrating all the trials that we've gone through together with the people that we've gone through this shit with, It's like we worked our way out of the fish after that fucker swallowed us, and now we are celebrating. So it's like happy times and just hanging out with the people that you've gone through stuff with. But here, this energy, the back is turned to it. And instead of looking at all of the happiness and success of the Three of Cups, the card is just turned looking at this Knight of Wands. Um, Now, one of the other ways to look at this is like being obsessed with leaving, right? Being obsessed with getting the fuck out of someplace instead of like actually hanging out with the people in the place that you are. You know, all of the energy is here to the impulsive journey, and it's not really looking at how far you've come with the people that are around you and like hanging out and celebrating with them. And if we're reading it that way, then we do also have a sad child, right? So this is someone who normally is okay, but they're going through some shit, and here they're facing some massive obstruction in their life, and it has made them sad. But that sort of sadness and them facing this sort of challenge is causing them to be kind of snaky and to basically be spreading lies because they don't know what else to do. And also, I mean, just try to remember the good old days are good to think about when they make you feel good. But remember that however you remember things that went down in the past is probably not accurate. I'm just going to pull one more card to see what is good to do in this situation, because if you do sort of recognize this sort of stuff in your life, theoretically, the right thing to do would be to hang out with the people that you're around. But let's just see. Huh. The Strength card is pretty much saying, hold on. This is not an easy situation, and it is going to require some will put toward it. And here it's probably so you don't freak out, you know. But if you find yourself going through this, it's pretty much just saying like apply some will, be conscious of your actions, and kind of hold on. So that's what we get. And if you have any comments or questions, let me know. If you have any requests for other readings you would like me to do, let me know those as well. And peace.